Biker's Night Before Christmas, written and illustrated by Frederick M. Stafford, narrated by me, Zach Stafford, or as my father likes to call me, Zeke. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and it was peaceful at our pad. Mama and I were in a good mood, and the kids had all been fed. The bikes were all parked in the den with care, and in the polished chrome I could see the fire's glare. The rugrats were all neatly stuck in their beds, but we could still hear the little motor mouths running their heads. Mama in her nightie and I in my jeans had just settled down for one more cup of those beans. When out in the driveway I heard a crash then pop. I sprang to my feet to see if it was the cops. I went to the window and stuck out my head to check out the action, but it all looked dead. The truck was all shining in the moon's bright glow, and it gave off enough light to see it was beginning to snow. Then what to my tired eyes did appear but a fat dude on a motorcycle with a snow-white beard. As this bear of a man jumped off his scoot so quick, I thought of the toy runs and that brother they call Old Nick. He shouted some names that instantly I knew, and up drove some elves on American Iron too. Evos and Pans and Knuckles to name a few, and 5 more American bikes, painted red, white, and blue. With a bag on his shoulder and a box at his side, he yelled, "Get back in formation! Shh! They'll hear you inside." Then out on the porch came the sound of heavy boots. The door was flung open, nearly hitting my scoot. I dove behind the Christmas tree, just to play it safe. And from where I was at, I could see the old guy's face. He was dressed all in leathers from his head to his boots, and they were tattered and worn from so many miles on his scoot. His eyes, they sparkled, his nose, it did shine. It looked like old Nick had a little too much wine. He brushed out his beard that was tangled from the wind, and on his vest were the names of different countries on patches and pins. He moved like the wind even though he was fat, and he wore a red helmet. Who would have imagined that? I tried to be quiet but laughed instead. I just never dreamed of old Nick wearing a lid. I knew he had seen me hiding. Boy, I felt like a jerk. But he paid me no mind and went straight to work. He removed his gloves and reached in his box. I could see lots of chrome. Man, was I shocked. He opened his bag and out tumbled toys, some for the girls and some for the boys. He gave a thumbs up. I knew his work was done. He left in a flash like a bandit on the run. He sprang to his bike and gave the engine a tumble. Their V-twins sang out. They left with a rumble. But the last thing I heard as they sped out of sight was Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. May your new year bring great roads, good weather, and many happy miles. This video is dedicated to my father, Frederick Stafford, the Honey Badger, for the thousands upon thousands of miles and memories we've shared on the road. Thank you.